Morning students. Today you have to concentrate on the lesson 5 molecular genetics, a new lessons. In this lesson you have to study very deeply the DNA concept, DNA, RNA and protein synthesis, whatever it is, you have to read very carefully. Here what are the chapters outlines are there. Gene as the functional unit of inheritance, in search of the genetic material, DNA as a genetic material, chemistry of nucleic acids, RNA world, properties of genetic material, packaging of DNA helix, DNA replication, transcription, genetic code, tRNA, the adapter molecule, translation, regulation of gene expression, human genome project, DNA fingerprinting techniques. So these are the concepts you have to concentrate on this topic. So in this fifth lesson you have to concentrate on only half of the portion up to packaging of DNA helix. The next we will do the next 25%. Okay. First one, the Mendel's theory dispelled the mystery of why traits seemed to appear and disappear magically from one generation to the next one. Mendel's work reveals the patterns of heredity and reflect the transmission of evolved information from parents to offspring. This information is located on the chromosomes. One of the most advanced realization of the human knowledge was that our unique characteristics are encoded within the molecules of DNA. The discovery that DNA is a genetic material left several questions unanswered. How is the information in DNA used? Scientists know that DNA directs the construction of proteins. Proteins determine the shapes of cells and the rate of chemicals reaction, such as those that occur during metabolisms and photosynthesis. The hereditary nature of every living organism is defined by its genome, which consists of a long sequence of nucleic acids that provide the information needed to construct the organism. The genome contains the complete set of hereditary information for any organism. The genomes may be divided into a number of different nucleic acids molecules. Each of the nucleic acids molecule may contain a large number of genes. Each gene is a sequence within the nucleic acid that represents a single protein. In this chapter, we will discuss about the structure of DNA, replication, the process of making RNA from DNA, transcription process, the genetic code that determines the sequence of amino acids in protein synthesis, that is translation, regulation of gene expression, and the essential of human genome sequencing. That's all. So first we will concentrate on the gene as the functional unit of ingredients. Here we will discuss only in these chapters. Up to this one there is an introduction is there. Okay, first one, gene as the functional unit of ingredients. Gene is the basic physical and functional unit of heredity because the concept of gene was first explained by Kriker Mendel in 1860. He never used the term gene, he only called it factor. In 1909, the Danish biologist Wilhelm Johnson coined the term gene was referred to discrete determinants of inherited characters. According to the classical concept of gene introduced by Sutton in 1902, genes have been defined as discrete particles that follow Mendelian rules of inheritance, occupy a definite locus in the chromosome, and are responsible for expression of specific phenotypic characters. They show the following properties. Okay, first one, number of genes in each organism is more than the number of chromosomes. Hence, several genes are located on the same chromosome. The genes are arranged in a single linear order like beads on a string. Each gene occupies a specific position called locus. Genes may exist in several alternate forms called alleles. Genes may undergo sudden change in position and composition called mutations. Genes are capable of self-duplication, producing their own copies. Okay, the next pass on to in search of genetic material. Genetic material is the DNA. What is the uses of the genetic material? How we can search this genetic material? As early as 1948, Wilhelm Hofmeister, a German botanist, has observed the cell nuclei organize themselves into a small a rod-like bodies during mitosis called chromosomes. In 1869, Friedrich Nischer, a Swiss physician, isolated a substance from a cell nuclei and called it as nuclein. It was renamed as nucleic acids by Altman 1889, and it is now known as DNA by 1920. It became clear that chromosomes are made up of proteins and DNA. Many experiments were carried out to the study of actual carriers of genetic information. The Griffith experiment proved that DNA is a genetic material. Griffith experiments only proved that genetic material is a DNA, which has been dealt in class 11th. Bacterial chromosome transformation experiments proved that first proof that DNA is a genetic material. However, he could not understand the cause of bacterial transformation, and the biochemical nature of genetic material was not defined from his experiment. Later, Oswald Avery, Colin Mackland, and Maclean McCarthy in 1944 repeated Griffith experiment in an in vitro system in order to identify the nature of the transforming substance responsible for converting a non-virulent stain into virulent stain. They observed that the DNA, RNA, and proteins isolated from the heat-killed strains when added to our stain changed the surface character from rough to smooth and also made them pathogenic condition. But when the extract was treated with the DNase and enzyme which destroys DNA, the transforming ability was lost. RNase and enzyme which destroys RNA and protease and enzyme which destroys proteins did not affect the transformation. Digestion with DNase inhibited transformation. Digestion that the DNA caused the transformation. These experiments suggested that DNA and not proteins is a genetic material, the phenomenon by which DNA isolated from one type of cells, a strain, when introduced into another type or strain, is able to retain some of the properties of the strain, is referred to as transformation. That is called transformation. You can see the diagram of that one. Heat killed S cells, lipids, sugars also there. No protein, no RNA, no DNA. Add DNAs, add RNAs, and add proteins. Then add R cells, S cells appears. Then add R cells, S cells appear. Add R cells, no S cells are produced here. That is, the transformation requires DNA. Therefore, is the genetic material of the cells. Okay, you can see that one. Okay, that's all. Next class we will see the next topic. Okay, thank you students. Thank you, Ananda.